Hey there! Want to see what our budget looked like in March? Every month we share a budget update with all of our numbers to show you what a real-life example of a budget can look like. While everyone's budget can and should look different, it's helpful to see how all this budgeting theory plays out in real life with actual numbers. I'm Stephanie from sixfiguresunder.com, where we make our personal finances public. Our family of 8 lives in Northern California. We've been sharing our personal finances over on Six Figures Under since 2013, back when we were in 6 figures of student loan debt. We finished paying that off in 2016, bought a house in 2017, and we're currently working on paying off our mortgage in the next 3.5 years. Well, that's a little bit about us. I would love to hear what your current budgeting status is. Are you a faithful monthly budgeter? Or are you learning about budgets and planning to start one? Or maybe you want to be a budgeter, but you haven't quite made it work yet. I'd love for you to share in the comments so I can learn more about you. Okay, let me share my screen with you so we can walk through our family's budget. Okay, here we are in YNAB. That's YNAB. It's short for You Need a Budget. We've been using this software for years and we love it. I'll put a link down in the description below where you can get a free trial for a month. Try it out, see what you think. Okay, so we live on last month's income. That means the spending that I'm going to show you in March, that was money that we earned in February. And the income that I'll show you the spending first and then the income at the end. That money that we earned in March, we don't spend until April. It's April now when I'm recording this, and now is the month when we're spending that money. I have a whole video on living on last month's income and how we got to that point, and I'll leave a link to that as well. Okay, so let's get into our spending in March. First is tithing. We tithe 10% on the money we earn the month before. So, like I said, all of this spending is based on what we earned in February, including tithing. Fast offering, this is money we give through our church. Each month we take one day to fast where we go without food or drink for 2 meals, and we make a donation to help the poor in our area. This month we're actually doing a special fast on Friday, a couple days from now, where we will be praying especially for relief from the COVID-19 pandemic and all the economic hardship and everything that's being faced. Okay, mortgage. These are our monthly bills right here. Our mortgage is a 15-year mortgage. We recently refinanced back in November. It was legitimately a no-cost refi. And so if you're interested in all the details of that, I'll put a link below to that article that my husband wrote. Okay, electricity, we paid $322. Car insurance, $165. That's for 2 cars. Internet, $65 a month. Water, this bill comes every other month, and we paid it in March, so that was $180. We had set $80 aside in February, so we had to pay the other $100 in March. The water bill has been going up and up and up. And it's not just our usage, it's the rates are going up. Trash is another every other month bill. We set aside $37 this month and $37 next month, and then we'll pay it next month. My cell phone is $22 a month. That includes all the fees, everything. That's for, I think, 1 gigabyte of data, which is plenty for me because I'm always on Wi-Fi. My husband has the same phone, but he charges it to his business account. It's Republic Wireless. I'll put a link down below. We've had them for, 6 or 7 years. Okay, we have a home phone. This is a VoIP phone through UMA. It's $5 a month. Orthodontist, $61 a month for our oldest daughter. She'll have braces for 2 years. We paid a $500 deposit on that, and then $61 a month for 2 years. Piano, this is a new one this month. Our oldest started piano lessons. It's $110 a month. Disability insurance, if you remember from last month, we paid for a year up front, and we used our emergency fund and some money that we already had saved for this purpose to pay for that up front, and then we pay ourselves back with our monthly budget. So that comes out to be $151 a month. Okay, everyday expenses. These ones vary. Now, first of all, food normally is $400, $450, somewhere around there a month. This month it was $594. At the beginning of the month, we did our normal monthly grocery shopping. This was before we had any idea of the craziness that was going to happen after that. We did a couple of shopping trips after that, but about 2 weeks ago, we decided that we're not going to the grocery store anymore. It's not worth the risk. We have food at home. We have food storage that we've stored for this very purpose, for an emergency. And so that's what we're eating now. We're using our rice and our beans and oats and wheat. I'll be sharing more about what we're eating with that. But fuel, our gas spending is down. Normally this is about $400. In March it was $309. For the last 2 weeks of the month, my husband was working at home, so he didn't have to commute. And for the past 2 weeks, our kids have not been in school, so we haven't had to drive them or pick them up from school or any other activities. Okay, we spent a lot in the household miscellaneous category this month. I ordered a box of commercial toilet paper, you know, the kind where each roll is wrapped in paper, like you'd see at a business. I ordered that from Sam's Club and had that delivered. That's for us, our family household, and the Airbnb. I also stocked up on AA and AAA batteries. I also got a big box of diapers and wipes from Walmart. We use cloth diapers, but we use disposables at night. We wanted to be sure to be stocked up on diapers and wipes. Then we bought a new memory card for my phone, and we got toothpaste for everyone. And I bought some fabric so that I can work on a couple of quilting projects while we're at home. Clothing, we spent $5. We stopped by the thrift store on half-off day and got a couple things for the kids. On animals, we spent $150. We bought 2 bags of dog food and 2 bags of cat food and 4 bags of chicken food. So we hopefully won't have to go out at all for that in April. Kids' activities, nothing. And allowances, $60. We're a little bit behind on distributing this to our kids as things have been a little crazy the last couple of months. We usually do an electronic transfer for their savings and then give them cash for tithing and their spending. But we're a little bit behind on that. Don't worry, they won't let us forget. Sinking funds. Okay, with these funds, we don't necessarily spend from them each month, but we try to put money in them each month. I have over here with the name of the category, I go ahead and put the amount that we aim to put in each month. It isn't always this, but this is what we aim for. That money accrues over here, and then when we need to spend something, we have the money available. So for our medical dental, we usually put $400, but this month we only put $300. We did a lot of spending from that. We spent $1,870. About $875 was for the birth of our new baby back in November, and about $950 was for 2 separate emergency room visits for our 2-year-old. Okay, car maintenance, car repair. We normally put $300. This month we put $250, and we spent $80. We had our Odyssey looked at because it was smelling funny. Apparently there's a hard to get to fluid leak, but right now we're not doing anything about it. We usually put $100 for Christmas. This month we put $80. Life insurance $75. Birthdays and gifts $40. We spent $31 on some birthday party things. We had a birthday party for our oldest right before all the social distancing and staying at home happened. Okay, car registration and smog, $40. Family fun fund, we didn't put anything in this month. Our car fund, we usually put $550. This month we put $500. Our kids' 529s, we put $125 total, so $25 for each kid, except for the youngest one. We haven't started that yet. My IRA, we put $500 a month, and that maxes it out by the end of the year. My husband contributes to his retirement directly. They take it directly out of his check through the state pension. Tax planning and preparation is $90 a month. We didn't put anything in self-employment tax savings. We put $1,000 toward our mortgage. Our Airbnb rental we spent $37 on, and that comes out as an expense. Okay, those are all the spending categories. Okay, now for our income. Okay, so this income looks way bigger than it normally is. It looks like double what it normally would be. That's because we got a big tax refund. We way overpaid taxes in 2019. We earned less business income for both of our businesses last year, but we kept the same withholding as 2018 because we had planned on growing the blog income. But when I found out that I was pregnant with baby number 6 a couple months into the year, our plans totally changed and the blog took a back seat. So we earned a lot less than we were planning on last year. So we got more than $8,000 back in taxes. Another reason why our income is higher this month is from this private law firm money. Mike built up a side business back when we were working hard to pay off our student loan debt, and he's been in the process of finishing work with his private practice clients for a while now. But one of the matters that he's been working on literally for years just finished up and he got paid for it. So next month in April's budget update, I'll show you what we do with all this money. But spoiler alert, we're not going to pay off a big chunk of our mortgage. We were hoping to, but with everything that's happening, the money that we were going to put toward our mortgage, we're just going to sit on for a while. Here's our current progress on our mortgage payoff. Each of these spaces represents $1,000. We started this goal in November 2018 when we owed $363,000. After our March 2020 regular mortgage payment and our extra principal payment, our current balance is $304,092. So we're pretty behind where we should be in order to meet our goal in 5 years, but we're not giving up. Thanks for sticking around through this whole video. I'm happy to answer any of your questions in the comments below. Stay safe out there, friends.